Welcome everyone. Now it's time to talk a little bit more about Secret Empire with issue number 7. Yes, number 7, a pretty good issue. Let's go ahead and dive straight into it because there's a lot of great stuff to cover. Alright, so as you see here in the first page, we're back in the Alpha Flight Station. And we have, the team there going over talking about what they've been doing so far, which is, they're getting supplies through a interdimensional supply rift. And they've been trying to, and they've also pinpointed the location of all the queen eggs that the Chitauri is coming to the Earth to attack to get a hold of. Now, in the next page, basically, Carol's, talking about, she's in charge and this is all of her problem. And she goes over to see Averill and starts talking about how when they first signed up together for this mission. And as we see in the next page, basically all this dialogue is nothing more than her talking about how everything that's happened is all her fault. And how she's kind of like Tony Stark type of thing. And how Averill needs to wake up to help me. So, anyways, then we get to move on to this other dimensional whatever place this is that we don't know of yet. And as you remember from last issue, Red Skull was basically torturing Steve Rogers, and he's continuing to do so. And, pretty good panels, pretty good pages. And it breaks into this next page where it's kind of a little recap of what's happened in the previous issues where, Elsa basically sent Steve away at the Mount through a dimensional rift, and he's got a couple pieces of the shard, and there he is, how he's over at the Capitol. He's getting ready to prepare a speech about how basically that they're in control. They've taken out the Mount. They have no resistance anymore. And it breaks over to Natasha and Miles. They are in a vehicle together and getting ready to go in and assassinate Captain America. And Miles is basically just like, we all know it's me. I'm the one to see it. It's been a vision from an Inhuman. Everybody knows that I'm the one that's going to be killing Captain America. And I'm a killer, and everybody sees me as a killer. So it's my job. Well, Natasha's like, hey, why don't you go in the back and get my scope for me? So he does it, and she puts up a shield and basically locks him into a cell that's supposed to be Hulk-proof, right? So this is her way of protecting Miles from not having to become a murderer. Back in the DC area, we see basically our team getting ready to do what they need to do to make the distraction for the assassination. And back over here, we see that Mosaic is basically, his spirit, whatever is coming out of his body, and getting ready to help out by using his powers to possess Hydra agents to fight each other, basically, right? So during all this chaos and mass destruction and everything that's going on here, Black Widow, she's got her rifle and her scope. She's getting ready to, take a shot and kill Captain America. When who should show up is the Punisher. That's right. Well, the two of them, they have some dialogue, exchange some words, and then just start getting into fight with each other. She basically wants to know, why are you doing this? And he's basically like, hey, I've been promised to take care of things that what I've been working on for all these years. And I know that Captain America can do it. Get back over to the vehicle where Miles is trapped in, and he realizes, hey, you know what? A lot of this stuff is preordained. We know I'm supposed to kill Captain America, so my first thing is, how do I get out of this vehicle? So he's like, well, let me start a fire. That's a good way to basically, set off an alarm that I need to be taken out of here. So he does that. He sets off a fire, and the computer, of course, they recommend evacuation was the computer password. He's like, well, I don't know what this is. Well, he's like, well, everything's kind of preordained, so, no matter what password I say, it's going to be the right one. So he throws out some password and basically escapes. Then we get this nice, beautiful 2-page spread here with all these panels of them fighting each other and, talking about that they have to do this to each other. And Natasha, she, throws some knives into his legs, puts him down, jumps out of the building. And then we get to the next page here where Captain America is walking down the steps of the White House, and Miles is walking up, and, Cap's like, hey, we both know how this ends, so go ahead, son, do what you need to do. And as Spidey's going to throw that punch out there, Black Widow jumps in between them and basically is shot by the Punisher and killed. She's dead, falls to the ground. Look at that, dead in between. And Miles is like, no, and just starts beating the crap out of Captain America, you know. And you know, basically, at the end, you know, he's getting ready to kill him, and Cap is like, all right, you know, he's like, I know you're going to kill me. I know this is what's going to happen. And you know, of course, you know, somebody's out, Spider-Man, don't do it. The Wasp shows up and basically is talking to him. He's like, I'm a killer. Natasha's a killer. The reason why she locked you up in the vehicle is so you wouldn't be a killer. You have a choice to make. Do you really want to be a murderer or not? Make the choice. You know. So he makes a choice. He's not a killer, and he puts Cap down and surrenders to Hydra. Now back over here, you know, Cap's like, oh my God, things aren't going right. Nothing's going the way it was planned. I need to go talk to Sharon. So he decides to head over to her cell, and she, of course, has a sheave hidden away. She goes to kill Steve, and of course he stops her. And he just kind of throws her back and says, all right, guys, take her back to her cell. Jumps back over here to the Red Skull. He's still trying to torture Steve a little bit more, and Steve, you know, sees hope. And basically decides to start fighting back. Breaks free and basically starts rushing him right off the edge of a cliff. And here you can see him, both of them together, falling off the edge of the cliff. That was the glimmer of hope to keep him alive. Well, back at the Mount area, you know, Hawkeye is screaming out. He's all upset, of course, because she's dead. And everybody's distraught and basically like, so this is it. It's over, isn't it? And somebody steps up to the plate and says no. And you see this boot on the rock over there. And who would it be? Who do they need? They need Captain America. And there's Sam, dressed up in his Captain America outfit with the Falcon in the back. All right, we will see what's going to go on next. All right, hopefully Hydra will be able to take Sam down, and we can continue on with our Hydra Nation the way it should be, right? All right, guys, Hell Hydra cut off one head and two more, so take its place.